What is up, guys? I'm Ace Crypto. Thank you very much for joining me today on the Ace Crypto YouTube channel. So we've got an interesting one to talk about. Number one is going to be a staking ban in the US, which is quite interesting. And we also have the London regulatory clarity paper to go over as well. So we can jump on in with the BTC price. We are moving up in a slight uptrend, but nothing really to report there. So you can see 21,800 with Ethereum 1,500. So we are in a bit of a bottom channel where we did take a bit of a leg down. So we can jump on over to the BTC chart real quick, and as you can see, it bounced off this resistance quite textbook again. So you can see a bit of volume coming into BTC as well, so I do expect us to hit this resistance at some point in the next 10 to 15 hours, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one, guys. So we can jump on over to the crypto bubbles, and we can see DeFi is making the biggest move. Do you see that disappear then? Lol. That just disappeared completely. Hilarious. Anyway, so we can see that Rose, we've got Lido, we've got Mina, we've got a few different DeFi plays that are all pumping at the moment. This is mainly due to the staking ban that's starting to arrive in America. So we can start off with this staking ban with Ben Armstrong. So Ben Armstrong is the CEO of Coinbase. You all know what Coinbase is. So basically what he's saying here is we are hearing rumors that the SEC would like to get rid of crypto staking in the US for retail customers. It says retail customers there. So basically what they're going to do is take this onto the institutional investors rather than the retails. So the rich can make money, but the poor can't, essentially. I hope that's not the case, as I believe it would be a terrible path for the US if it was allowed to happen. So, enter Gary Gensler. Today, Gary Gensler charged the Kraken for the unregistered offer and sale of securities through its stake as a service program. So the problem with this is the way the SEC actually decides what a security is using the Howey test. The problem with the Howey test is this doesn't even come into staking even a little bit. So we can't actually understand where they're getting the word securities from in terms of staking. So it's very, very worrying there. So you can watch this video, guys. I will do a bit of a repost on this one if you do want to watch Gary Gensler talk about, literally he's talking about stake as in a meat steak. Don't know why he's actually doing that, but that's basically what he's doing. So the problem with this service basically, or problem with this, is essentially the rest of the world is allowed to stake, but America isn't. So all the money that would have been in America for cryptocurrencies is going to get taken out of the US. So the UK realizes that cryptocurrency is a major way to bring financial security to the future of Britain. But America are doing the complete opposite thanks to the clown Gary Gensler. So it's definitely something to consider when you are investing in cryptocurrencies when you do live in the US. That is quite dangerous at the moment thanks to Gary Gensler. So this basically is pushing a lot of people to use decentralized exchanges. Since the collapse of FTX, the collapse of Celsius, Luna, there's many others, people are less trusting of centralized exchanges. So it's an interesting thing to consider there, guys. So this is going to be very interesting, let's just say the least, but definitely something is going to happen about this one. So we can see Kraken staking ban is another nail in the crypto's coffin, and that's a good thing. So basically you can see the SEC's move to ban staking on Kraken is going to encourage more people to move towards decentralized options. As we just said, basically move into decentralized options. If you scroll on down, we should be able to see, basically they got fined 30 million to make this go away. They paid it, obviously they paid it, there we go, paying 30 million fine. Now seems likely something akin to a ban on staking will extend to all US-based companies. So basically what's going to happen is, like I said at the top of the article, people are going to be moving to decentralized options. Like they said, not such a bad thing that people are moving to decentralized options anyway. So the Chinese government set sights on blockchain's future with a new center. So basically China is going all in on cryptocurrencies as well as many other parts of the world are. Dubai, Thailand, there's many other countries in the world which cryptocurrencies are actually taking off and doing phenomenally well. Just doesn't seem to be the US at the moment. Next up, the Consumer Federation of California reattempts to regulate cryptocurrencies. It seems all about regulation, today's video does, guys. I'm sorry to say, but it does seem to be all about regulation. So as you can see there, it's quite clear that until we take that step, Californians will continue to be vulnerable and prevalent and preventable financial scams. Preventable. So basically what they're saying here is, well, not a lot basically. Oh, it's all the people down the bottom who are getting scammed, and it's like, well, no, that is not the case at all. So something to consider there, guys. We can see Shiba Inu on PayPal financial giant responds to the request. They basically said no for now. So the last thing I've got to talk to you guys about is going to be the regulatory clarity in the UK. So I'm going to leave this paper down below anyway if you guys do want to have a read about it. If you are living in the UK and you do want to catch up on the regulatory news. So basically what's happening is we're not going to find out anything until April. So this is just a practice paper essentially. This is not actually going to be what the regulatory landscape is actually going to look like. It's more of a test, you know. So you've got to wait a couple of months until we see this. But basically what they're talking about in the entire thing is growth. They want to see security and growth within the industry. So in terms of security, they want to see things like FTX never happen again. So it's nice to see the UK is actually doing something towards regulatory clarity, but the problem with this is they're not including distributed ledger technology in this regulatory landscape. Basically, the reason behind this is they're going to use the distributed ledger technology to create the Bitcoin. So it's like they're creating the Bitcoin, by not looking over here while we're doing something over here. We're not going to ban this type of, or regulate this type of crypto movements, but we are going to ban other types. So it's interesting to see the UK government can do what they want in terms of the Bitcoin, but obviously other people can't. So it's something to consider when you are investing, guys. Definitely do your research into this regulatory clarity, because I reckon by the end of 2023, we will have major clarity across the globe. So thank you very much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it, and we'll be back tomorrow.